Hi guys, welcome to this short video about how to fix such a corner on furniture where you have some chipped off color that's just like a cover. It's not a real paint, it's more like a cover, but it doesn't matter. I mean, no matter how it's done, you can always have such or similar corners. Looks really ugly. I mean, most of the damage has been done by movers a couple of years ago, and then it got worse and worse, and I hit the corner a couple of times. So I try to find something on Home Depot or Lowe's, and even after doing a couple of hours of research, I couldn't find like a nice corner rail or like a 90 degrees angle which is small enough to fit here but long enough for the whole length. Yeah, not in Home Depot, not in Lowe's. I also did a lot of research online, Amazon, and I couldn't find it. Maybe I did it wrong, but I really couldn't find it. And so I figured the only way to do that is to print this on my own. And this is what I did. You can see that here. So if you are following my channel, you know that I have the ANET ET5X or something like that, 3D printer, which is a really good one. I mean, it's not the most expensive one, but it's a decent one. You can print such things after you make your models. I mean, you can find similar things online. I'm using the Tinkercad, and if you're interested into my models, I'll share the link with you. I would say currently at least with this one, but I'll tell you the whole story. Maybe with this experience or based on my experience, maybe you can do a better job. This is the first thing. It was too wide. Then I've been trying with the right size, right dimensions, but I had a lot of problems. Yeah, a lot of big problems. I mean, I made this upright like this thing here because I found another guy doing similar stuff and he printed it upright. First I thought, yeah, okay, of course I make it like this, I print it like this, but he did it upright, and I found, yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense. And it started printing with this gluing patch here, and it went up and up and up, did a nice job, but here you can see it was just moving too much here at the end. I mean, when you have this thing here and the printer head is going left and right, you can see that here it doesn't have enough stability, and after that it did a really ugly job. And I thought, okay, let's go down flat. What you have to know when you're doing this flat on the ground, usually it's like this. You can see it's shiny, it's totally flat. When you have something above that, then it has this nice structure here, like more matte, and here it's shiny. It's total different thing, but I still tried it. The problem was with this design here, with this gluing thing, I couldn't remove it anymore. It's almost impossible, I think. Yeah, you can't do anything with that. Looks really ugly, nothing really nice. You would have to cut really nice. It's impossible. And anyway, one side would be this texture and one would be shiny. Really doesn't work. Then I figured new design like this. You can see that here, but still it's really difficult to remove the gluing part. Then I removed the gluing part and I tried the thing directly on the glass. Unfortunately, I don't have one of these really fancy new borosilicate glass plates, so it's impossible to print directly on the glass without moving this thing around. I have been trying with a little bit of glue, but didn't work as well. So yeah, after that I figured out that this is the way to go. Still upright, but half the size, half the length. So the original length is 26 centimeters, 260 millimeters. So I'm currently printing with 130 millimeters length, and this is really nice or easy to remove. I can cut even a little bit, doesn't really hurt at the corners. Most of it is really nicely printed. There's just a little bit of residue here, but apart from that, it's really nice till the very end. I've been trying, I mean, these are just single pieces, takes very long, and I thought, okay, I can do this much faster. Maybe I can do two of them side by side. then it made this support. Of course, you could remove the support, but it's also maybe not such a good idea. I mean, I tried this with 9 side by side, 9 of these things, and it started still to create some support in between. And I figured, yeah, first thing, yeah, it's still difficult to remove the thing. I mean, I could somehow remove the support totally, should be possible, but anyway, it's wasting a lot of time, because the printer is then going from number 1 to number 2 to 3 to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Every time it's jumping, and when you do single pieces, it doesn't have to jump. So I think the total printing time is even less here than with this thing here, and it's definitely less risk that you mess something up. If it messes up, then it's just single piece, you start over. If this thing here is 9 thing, after maybe 10 hours of printing it's messed up, and you can start from scratch, so also less waste. So I think for me that's the thing to go, and I'm going to show you how this looks. So I'm moving this a little bit to the side. I mean, I haven't been cutting off this thing here, but you can figure how this would look like, this one here from the top and this one here from the bottom, and it's looking much nicer than before. Definitely, I hope the camera is focusing. I'm not 100% sure if you can see that, but I think this could be really a nice thing at the end. I've been showing this to my wife. She said, oh yeah, that's big improvement, looking really nice. By the way, this is 1 millimeter thickness. Yeah, there are some big chipped off parts here which are shining through a little bit, and of course I need to cover this a little bit with white paint, but after that I think it's looking much nicer than before. So, and I'll add a little bit of probably Elmer's glue just to make it stick nicely and not too heavy, or maybe a little bit with silicone, not crazy glue or so. But I think at the very end it will be very nice, definitely much better, and I can get maybe a couple of more years life out of this sideboard or drawer. Yeah, that's a good thing. So really nice also that the white is really matching perfectly here. That's a little bit of off-white here, eggshell almost. But I think because it's so thin, it's a little bit shining through. So 1 millimeter here, I think it's a perfect solution. It adapts really nicely to the white. Also with this texture here, even if it looks a little bit matte and here it's shiny, absolutely no problem. I think I have found the perfect solution here. Yeah, because some people might think that this is not working to remove this thing. I wanted to show you that. I mean, it's not exactly the same with all of these or with every one of these things. Some come off a little bit better, some a little bit worse, but in general, yeah, this is probably the worst thing. You usually don't have to cut with knives. I have done these 2 things also without knife, and you can see how nicely this works here. I place this again here on top of each other, and you can see how good this looks. Absolutely perfect. Also regarding the length here with this piece here, probably have to cut a little bit, but most of them are more like these things here and work really nice. And by the way, the cost of such a thing, such a protection piece on one side of one drawer is about 5 cents only, so you don't have to be worried about cost. By the way, if you're interested into that, I'll put down the link to the filament here, type of filament, and also the printer and everything what you need down into the description, so you can check it out and maybe order something for you if you need that. If you have found anything better than that, yeah, just let me know down in the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about these things, and I still hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.